screw on. The only thing I can think of you doing is moving.
What? That?
Let's move this over here. You could probably help me lift this. I'm thinking, put the pillows back on the couch and just move everything over this way. That way that's free. Just give yourself enough room to go around. Because I'm not going to be able to get up to all this today. Here, now Val, help me move this. We're going to move it over there by the pole. Grab the end. It's not too bad. You get it? Just like pick up the pillows, push this stuff like, give yourself enough room. If you could just do that for me. I'll move this.
Like, where do I put this?
Just put it on the cage or something. The dog cage. You know what I'm saying? Just give it enough room. Like anything you can move out of the way. This is like all that stuff. Just even this stuff. Just push it in by the couch, so you can ride through here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can ride all through here. I'll move that cage. I would still let them charge overnight. They're not going to be charged. I haven't got yours together yet. I'm still fighting.
What are you working on?
I'm working on yours right now.
I know, but like what part?
So, the foot part. And I just got another thing. It's almost done. It would have been done if I wasn't fighting this.
Okay, I'm just playing my skateboard. Make sure it clean up. Because, yeah, everything. We're gonna clean up this whole basement. For getting like new stuff and taking one of my friends 6th grade. I would so I can do that. Okay, I'm gonna move you somewhere where you can see me. Better, so you can see me. There. Now you can see me better. Okay. That was close. I didn't. Sometimes when I feel like I'm gonna fall, I do this. I like move it, just like so, like I can lean on that side so I don't fall. I know how to turn. Basically, know everything. I know how to stop. I know how to. I just don't know how to turn left. So that's what I'm trying to work on. Just like on my hoverboard. Oh. When you're gonna go back, I just like do that. Do you like how I do it? I don't want to do this, So I'm just gonna, woo! I have to go slow because I don't do that, you know? Tell me in the comments if I'm doing good, because I need sleep. I have gone on a skateboard before a long time, and I never had one of these. I just use my friends. Can't put my hands in my pockets because then I'll fall. And then, okay, I'm going to be talking about Coraline today, and Coraline, if you don't know Coraline, Coraline is one of my favorite movies, and this is why I like to have a word because I mean my skateboard because it has cats on it, and in the movie Coraline there's cats in it. So there's one cat, but only that one cat, and it's one on the title. Has it on the title, a black cat. Well, cat. Okay. Yes, I watched it. I watched Coraline only 2 times, and I'm obsessed. Kind of 3. Except I watched it on YouTube, and you know YouTube, it only lets you do it for about 10 minutes or so, and it's not just 10 minutes, it's about an hour long. Might even a little bit more, probably an hour and a half or hour and 20 minutes. This girl named Coraline, and I'm gonna tell you all the characters. There's Caroline, obviously. It's literally on the title. There is, I can't remember the mom and dad's name, but the mom and dad, the other mom and the other dad, the Beldam and the other father. There is also Mr. B, I guess, because I don't know his name, but that's what his name is in the movie. So. What Coraline calls him. Well, it's supposed to call him, but so it's about Coraline. Coraline goes in this tunnel, and yeah, basically that, and escapes the world. Well, I'll describe it later. Well, I figured out that Beldam means an ugly old woman known as a witch, and yep. So she's a witch. So she is. This one person says she's a I don't know what it's called, but it's like a type of fairy, and then I don't know, someone just says she is. Well, we do know she was a long life. Right, Bianca? Bianca said that's one of her favorite horror stories ever. So yeah. I like putting my hands in pockets. Come on. Okay, I'm going. Well, I'm going to stay down here, and I'm going to tell you what it actually is about. So it's about Coraline. It's like about this girl Coraline. Her parents are like very like busy and stuff. You know what I mean? And she finds this like door in her house. Well, I think in the living room. I think that's what it is. And I don't know if she calls it something else. Like it could be a basement for all I know. She goes in at like midnight, and then she she finds this other mother and another father, and soon she finds out it's just all a trick. The Beldam, yeah, I don't do that. I just look at my. It's messy, but yeah, sometimes me and my sister act like a cat just because we like the movie Coraline. Okay. Anyways, whenever I think about Coraline, I get into a Coraline mood, like spooky. Anyways, and she finds out that the other man is trying to take her soul and sew buttons in her eyes. I found out the other dad is really nice because of his song. And also, when in the movie, he said, I don't want to hurt you. She's forcing me so hard to hurt you. when in the song it says, she's a peach, she's a doll, she's a lullaby. Wait, like, okay, hang on. She's a peach, she's a doll, she's a lullaby. Mom. Hang on, let me find the song. Oh. 8-2. Sorry, I'm just reading the battery percentage I have on my iPad. She's a peach, she's a doll, she's a lullaby, or something about mine. The Other Father's Song. She's a peach, she's a doll, she's a lullaby.
Hello?
Hello, Coraline. Want to hear my new song?
My father can't play piano.
No need to. This piano plays me. Making up a song about Coraline. She's a peach, she's a doll, she's a pal of mine. She's as cute as a button in the eyes of everyone who ever laid their eyes on Coraline.
There's 3. It's a peach, she's a doll, she's a pal of mine. That's meaning he's good. She's a doll. Wait, hang on.
She's as cute as a button in the eyes of everyone who ever laid their eyes on Coraline. The doll, she's a pal of mine. She's as cute as a button in the eyes of everyone.
See, that was just it. Hang on, I had to rewind that like 3 times because I couldn't hear what it said. It's like really hard to find the last one. She's a pal of mine. And also, the eyes that she makes in the doll is like, that's what she uses to watch and know what she wants so that she can make the world better, so she can trick her into staying in the world. Because how did she know that she did all that stuff? We know she tricked everyone. And the first time I watched this movie, I was more terrified because I was a little girl, and I didn't understand anything. Literally, I was like, why does they have buttons on their eyes? What does that mean? What does that mean? Why are they playing pong? I had no idea what was happening except the end of the part. That was scary. Like, her face was like terrifying to me. No offense. Okay, there. And also, the mom is controlling the hands of the piano. I can see good in the other mother, cause like, why is she letting?
Okay, so first you open it up, press setup.
Sorry, it's just like on there. Okay, let's talk about Whitey now. Don't mind me watching this video. It's like, it's about Whitey. Like, this person's like, and then we're talking about Coraline, and then we're going to talk about the Belton.
We were the first to bring 5G nationwide. And now that Sprint is a part of T-Mobile, we're turning up the speed. upgrading over 1,000 towers a month with ultra capacity 5G to bring speeds as fast as
Mouse Circus, the very same Jumping Mouse Circus.
T-Mobile is upgrading its
Shush!
network at record
Sorry.
pace. We were the first to bring 5G.
Fine. Since everyone won't stop asking, I've decided to give you all you want and do a horror history episode on Wyborn Lovat from Coraline. And the truth is, Wybie was only created for the movie. He's not in the book at all, so he technically has no history. So remember to subscribe to CZ's World for new horrors every week. Ring that Dutch bell. Now, obviously, I'll have to go off of the movie and the movie alone for this episode. But if you want to hear what goes on with Wybie while he's off screen, then stick around to the end of this video. Part of what makes the world of Coraline special is that the artistic choices made reflect the themes of the story. The book tells the tale of a girl who finds this fake world and is intrigued by the small differences that it has to her world. I like to think of the film as a whole, as its own world, to be treated differently than the book. And the most noticeable difference, the snow globe of the film, if you will, is the inclusion of Wybie. Welcome to Horror History. My name is Why Was I Born, and in today's lesson, we'll be covering the character who probably owns the most Jack Skellington merch, Wyborn Lovat. Of course, there is a much more practical reason for Wybie's inclusion, as explained by the director Henry Selick in an interview with Cinema Blend. When I decided to add the character of Wybie, I realized that Coraline needed somebody in her real world to talk to. Another kid seemed like the most simple way to go. But the character that ended up on screen was much more than a glorified exposition prompter. So in order to understand Wybie's importance to the lore and history of this dark, twisted world, let's take it back to the beginning of his story.
Thank you for that information. I never knew the book. I don't need to know the book. Person that do that. My face is like a mess. I've been like slopping up. So. Hang on, I'll be right back. I don't know what to do. I'm bored. And I'm upstairs all alone, so
Wybie
I'm
looks to
pretty
be
scared.
about Coraline's age and lives with his grandma in a property not far from the Pink Palace apartments.
Ooh.
It is not known what happened to his parents, but we do know the fate of his grandma.
Sorry.
She once lived with Wybie's grandmother in the Pink Palace before it was converted into separate apartments.
I think your sister is one of the ghost childs. I think the girl, this girl with the doll, she is one of the ghost childs that when she goes in the mirror, she meets her.
As discussed in the horror history episode on The Other Mother, living at the Pink Palace made her a target for the Beldam. In the movie, the Beldam spies on her potential victims through the eyes of this doll, which is placed in the real world for the children to find. Wybie's great aunt became attached to the doll, and one day she disappeared and became trapped in the Beldam's world. I think Wybie's grandmother suspected some foul play, because she moved out of the palace when she was old enough, and when it became hers, she renovated it into apartments, and didn't allow families with children to move there until the events of Coraline. We don't know why Coraline is an exception to this rule, but there is one line to suggest that she simply had to rent the place to the Joneses because of anti-age discrimination laws.
Surprised she let you move in. My grandma, she owns the Pink Palace. Won't rent to people with kids.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm not supposed to talk about it.
On a side note, Wybie's grandma is referred to as Grandma throughout most of the movie, and Wybie's grandmother in the credits. At one point, Coraline refers to her as Ms. Lovat.
Welcome, Miss Lovat.
The woman doesn't correct Coraline, so by that logic, it was her son that was Wybie's father, passing down the last name Lovat all the way to him. The fact that she is Ms. Lovat rather than Mrs. Lovat also suggests that she gave birth to Wybie's dad out of wedlock, meaning that Wybie's grandfather hasn't been part of the picture for some time now. It's also possible that Coraline just didn't know whether to call her Ms. or Mrs.
I thought I paused that, but this guy wants to bring it back.
After
What was that? They didn't bring. Okay, I'm not talking about Wybie anymore. So goodbye. We're not talking about Coraline anymore because it's giving me the. Okay, I'll get downstairs and talk about it. Anyways, yeah, that's basically what I have to say. Goodbye.